is the Texas weather discussion video. This is the afternoon version for Monday, the 12th of March. I'm Donovan Neal. We stay pretty comfortable and dry for the most of this week, and then we warm during the latter half of the week with increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms during the weekend. We'll talk more about that, but for now, let's take a look at the current conditions here. This is the upper air map. We have troughing to the east, bringing a cold snap, which is also going to bring another nor'easter to the northeast United States. Down here, we remain dry and we remain clear on the visible satellite view. Just not a cloud in the sky in North Texas. Maybe some clouds off to the west of us, but really that's about it. And very comfortable in terms of temperatures this afternoon. Arlington 58, DFW 60. And I think we should warm a degree or two as we reach towards the peak of the day, but we'll get substantially warmer as we progress through the week. Across the nation, looks very typical for a mid-March, a very typical mid-March afternoon. Some places experiencing a late season cold snap, but that's really about it. Take a look at the watch warning map. We have freeze warnings and wind advisories off to the east of us near the deep south in Alabama, Georgia, and parts of Florida and West Virginia and South Carolina. And up in the northeast, we have winter weather advisories issued once again for another nor'easter that's going to impact the area tomorrow. But other than that, down here in Texas, things are pretty quiet. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Monday of next week. Most of the rain stays in Northern California. And down here, I think a good chunk of this week will remain dry. Most of our rain chances will come, well, the only rain chances that we have this week will come during this weekend, where rain amounts will stay below a quarter of an inch for most places in North Texas. So let's talk about it. Here's the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. We're back in daylight savings time again at 500 millibars. We have troughing on both coasts of the United States, and down here, we remain pretty dry with that 1034 high pressure in southern Dakota. We will remain pretty dry for a good chunk of the week. Highs will be in the low to mid 60s. Same thing on Tuesday and same thing on Wednesday. No real need to derail from a clear and dry forecast here. But as we go through Thursday, during the latter half of the week, we warm substantially. Highs should be in the mid 70s, mid to upper 70s on Thursday, with a mix of sun and clouds. And here's Saturday, and Friday should be dry with highs in the low 80s. And Saturday, this is where our rain chances start to increase during the afternoon hours. You can see, of course, some isolated showers and storms in north central Texas. Again, it won't be a washout, but certainly some isolated thunderstorms at times. And could we see some of these storms turn severe? We can't definitely rule that out. Here, the surface Cape values, and you can see some values upwards of around 1,000 to around 2,000 joules per kilogram. So the bottom line is we could see some strong thunderstorms that could turn severe. But again, that's too early on, and we'll just have to wait and see with time. And Sunday morning we stay dry. For Sunday morning we stay pretty wet. Most places stay pretty wet. And for Sunday afternoon we should completely dry out. Here's a week from today, Monday the 19th. We have troughing to the west and north of us, and down here we stay dry. Again, it should be a completely dry day going back to school with highs in the mid 70s. Here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Thursday the 22nd. We have troughing to the west, and down here most of us stay pretty dry, but rain stays to the east of us. But you can see for the numbers coming off the GFS ensemble, we should stay in the 60s for most of this week, but then we warm during the latter half of the week, and for most of the weekend we should stay in the 80s, and basically the average temperature should stay at around 72 for late March. And late March is when we really need to start looking for the potential for some severe weather arising. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. The next video here should be posted at around 4 o'clock tomorrow evening. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day, and Godspeed.